I'm back with 3 things I'm watching as a Washington Post political journalist. Follow me because I do these every week. First, National Guard troops in California and the Trump-Newsom standoff. California Governor Gavin Newsom wants the Trump administration to pull National Guard troops out of LA after Trump ordered 2,000 Guard members to mobilize in response to protests in the area that, at some points, turned violent. Protesters set cars on fire, and law enforcement in tactical gear used tear gas and stun grenades. The protests first started after ICE raids. Federal officials say that more than 100 people were arrested in the LA County area last week in immigration raids. Trump's order to send in the National Guard is a big deal. It's the first time in about 60 years that a U.S. president has deployed these troops without a governor's consent. Newsom says the situation was under control and, quote, "we didn't have a problem until Trump got involved." He also called the deployment of troops a breach of state sovereignty. Now, Newsom says California will take the Trump administration to court. All of this is a huge escalation in the already fraught relationship between the White House and California's liberal leadership, including Newsom and LA Mayor Karen Bass. I'll be watching whether this escalates even more and what it could tell us about next steps for other cities as the Trump administration moves forward with immigration arrests. Next, President Trump's travel ban takes effect today. It covers 19 countries. There's a total ban on entry for people who are entering the U.S. from these 12 countries. And there's a partial ban for those coming from these 7. The ban will impact students, tourists, immigrants, and family members of people living in the U.S. The White House said the ban will have exceptions for legal permanent residents, refugees, current visa holders, and individuals whose entry serves U.S. national interests. I'll be watching for possible issues at airports and what the impact is for states that have a lot of tourists and residents from these countries. I'll also be watching the courts to see how challenges unfold. But legal analysts say that Trump's team learned their lesson from his first term about how to design the order, so it could be hard to overturn, especially with the current conservative Supreme Court. Finally, 2 big birthdays on Saturday. President Trump turns 79 and the U.S. Army turns 250. The Army will get a huge celebration in D.C. There will be military flyovers, more than 24 tanks, country singers, a day-long festival on the National Mall, fireworks, a parade, a parachute jump, and thousands of troops. The price tag is an estimated $25 to $45 million, and Trump is expected to speak. Protesters are planning rallies across the country to demonstrate against Trump and this event. I'll be covering the military parade, so stay tuned for more coverage this week.